It is the lock-in for Syndra. We saw some LCS big plays coming out of that champion.
Try and push forward. Again, we get that 2-for-2 trade.
See what TSM decides to do, though, with all of that knowledge of power in the top lane. The harassment he's been doing. You always see behind. He comes again for it. ManCloud throws down the shield and the barrier at the same time. Very nice job putting the ball back out for zoning control. Sheep is there. Smithy. Benny comes in with a teleport as well. The cocoon goes down. They turn this one right on the head of Team Solo Mid.
Great roam right there.
Out with the barrier keeping him alive. Oh no! Six special, the 1-2 lockdown, the flay, the rest of what they need to saute it. Special up and the flash down. The finger for Baruski.
In the LCS right here, or even today.
No idea. Jadzuna feels like he's invincible. He finds the out one coming out of the backside. The lantern saved from Sheep as the roam is good again.
Wow.
He wants a piece of this. Got to be very careful.
Oh, went in a little early.
Yeah. Tad too early. Each member of TSM having a broom. They swat away Xmithy. Coverage over this Baron or Dragon coming up in a minute and a half. Xmithy doesn't have too much follow-up on this, but he's going to try anyways. Odd one on the outside. Another shot. Repelled out on that one. Agony's embrace as well was not effective. A few more shots. ManCloud flashes in for the body shield. Very nicely done. Great play by XDG on what looked quite scary.
Yeah, 4 people on TSM collapsing on but the majority of spells were lost. Yet up in the top lane, Dyrus solos out Benny, and ManCloud in trouble as well.
Oh, the missiles are hitting. Odd one's trying to go hard. He gets grabbed, but he hasn't taken turret aggro yet. Very good of him to keep a sense of mind to just hold off, keep his hands to himself. They're going to take down mid turret, and it looks like they're going to get nice positioning. Sheep was not expecting that. A little too close for comfort.
He thought he was safe here, and I believe it would have just been a nice stun by Bjergsen. Does he pick up the W, or does no? Just shot.
Just on the edge. Will get mid. TSM backs onto this one, and XD.
So Corky's actually incredibly potent in his own right. So TSM will have a nice little jump of power while Turtle is taking farm out.
Leveled on it as well. Says thank you very much. Out. Position in the bottom lane now kind of goes to XDG if Xmithy can get in here quite well. Wild Turtle now being split on the side. TSM not organizing correctly as Bjergsen moves back to the top in mid lane, and it looks like could be a little bit of a fight. Zuna taking good damage. Agony's embrace went down, but there's the shield coming in and the lantern onto Zuna. Sheep's gonna make himself go down valiantly. Dyrus could be going for Dragon's Descent over the wall. The flash, the fly, and no, he does not hit it. It's gonna be one twin bite and a flame breath if he can get there. Bing, bang, and boom. They're gonna be taking, no, he does finally take down Zuna. Grits his teeth and gets the last hit in. Xmithy's now trying to get this one. Odd one may have the W to get in and out of this fight. Throws down the speed. Very nice job, and it looks like they seems to be done at this point in the game. 20 minutes in. Very good play here from Team Solo Mid to take a 3.
Right here. Game's at a pretty critical juncture, and that void staff is completed by Bjergsen. We talked about the Maddie penetration. ManCloud gets a little bit initiated on, but the hook!
They pull Odd one in. It looks like he could be in a bad situation, and he is. They use a heck of a lot of resources to take him down, however. A 3-man Dragon's Descent. ManCloud could get bit up. The barrier has to go down. Dyrus is eating all of the abilities as well as the turret. It's going to be Zuna picking up 2 kills for himself, and that one backfires.
Well, that's exact
damage from the Q dissonance from ManCloud, trying to command everything. Also, give the shield to Zuna. You can see where the ball stands right now.
Could be it. There's the evil.
The repel comes out. Agony's embrace again doesn't hit that much. Xmithy is forced out of the fight immediately, and TSM has a huge power and numbers advantage, but they take about 1,500 damage across 3 members instantly. If they can focus, they can still win it, and it looks like coming through and funneling the tri-brush is the right decision, as XDG has already scattered in fear from TSM on the re-engage.
That was a really cool fight right there by TSM. We're coming in though, behind XDG.
He hits it, still has Dragon's Descent, doing all the damage onto Zuna. Is the lantern there? It is once again, but it's too much damage coming from Turtle. He finds his mark, and he gets the double kill. Now he could have the Valkyrie with Odd one if they continue to chase, but they say it's Baron time.
And it is absolutely Baron time. A 5v3 force right now. That was a great teleport by Dyrus, and Bjergsen catches Smithy as well.
Boom! That's the ultimate, but there's the command protect. The repel down into Bjergsen. The ignite will take out Xmithy, but a great play by the the team to take another 1-for-1.
Baron continues. ManCloud is low on mana, but there are the solo laners, double AP. A lot of damage here still left for XDG. TSM peels off.
Got to be very careful. ManCloud is low on mana, and Benny cannot do much either. No blue buffs for Vault.
Gold lead is very close. He's going to try another steal, maybe. He repelled a little bit too far away, could not jump down.
The most recent ones, which shows you that XDG
this is a big rush. They just saw Odd One get shown on the other side. Benny popped his ultimate for all this damage. A huge and dangerous force right here, but Baron is down, and there's no vision control by TSM. This could just go to them.
Even if Odd One made it, there's not going to be a smite up. Xmithy and XDG making a very good call.
Even been instantly killed without the flash, but they could still theoretically look for something.
That was definitely a second-guessed Orianna shockwave. Dyrus goes into the fight, the Rune Prison goes down. A lot of the crowd control that would be used for Odd One now allows him to run quite free, but there is not enough focus. Grab from Sheep, but there isn't focus. Like I'm saying, everybody's trying to get the safety with one bit of death. The flash play causing the gap close to be used in defense here from TSM and Wild Turtle, and they try to get themselves out of the fight. The jungle is not anywhere these teams wanted to be fighting right now. Comes back on it. The Ignite goes down. That should be a dead Xmithy, and he does crumble in the end of the fire. 1-for-1, and what a chaotic jungle fight. The mid lane with all the chaos that's been happening in shared CS after the
initiation
2v1
lane.
Crazy.
The hook.
Oh man, a hook onto it special. One of the guys to help speed up, initiate, and control the fights. Can TSM regroup for the kill? Dyrus is by himself. Wild Turtle cannot get missiles in from that range on the outside, and XDG goes to refight, but it will not happen. Nice catch on Bjergsen, but Xmithy has to get the kill here. That rocket could be enough for the follow-up. One last attack, and it was the clockwork wind-up auto coming in from ManCloud. Not being able to regroup. XDG has taken a 3,000 gold lead now after being down 5K in the past 6 or 7 minutes.
Back foot here, but XDG is forcing this Baron. The res timers are kind of up for TSM there without their initiation man. That does not mean they're without threat. That Baron going down fast, though.
Smite is up. Agony's Embrace could be up here in a few seconds for the Odd One. That would be perfect. Hate spikes, throws down ManCloud's Banshees fail. Dyrus in, Odd One in. Throws down the Agony's Embrace, but was it enough? You see how much damage XDG took on the front end. Is there enough DPS follow-up? They are kiting and fighting this perfectly. Xmithy's trying to stay out so Syndra can hit the shots, but it's not enough to cancel out any HP bars, and Wild picks up a double.
And they didn't finish off the Baron, which is they're actually going for the Baron right now. No smite alive, but everyone on XDG went back. This could be a TSM Baron. No one can contest it.
They don't have too much movement. Mega Inferno Rocket not up. Or Mega Death Rocket, I should say. And it looks like this is going to be an easy peasy. Baron goes in, scatter the weak, and scatter the Nasher. TSM picks it up, level 18s now.
Of course. Oh man, how much follow-up? People were not in position. Baron buff for regen. Bjergsen though.
Oh, onto Bjergsen. They don't want it. No! Then he flashes in, a little miscommunication. Great shockwave from the backside on ManCloud. Dyrus is into the fight along with Odd One. They are still trying to do the DPS. Nobody's touching Zuna. 67-second timers on the clock here for Dyrus. Bjergsen looking at 50, and XDG's running down with a catch. The repel. Xmithy's gonna take a chop out of this. ManCloud gets it, and they're going for the base.
It is a 5 versus 2 now. An exposed inhibitor still exists. They catch even more. This could be the game, Riv.
They give him it. Is the dissonance there for the speed up? Why aren't they going for the base? They're going for Turtle. This should be a fast enough kill. He Valkyries. They gotta leave it. They have to go for the base right now. That is gonna be up to ManCloud and Benny, but they aren't doing huge damage. Why are they still chasing?
Well, Xmithy also gets it turned around by Wild Turtle here, but that just means another person gone for TSM in this base race. This is an interesting fight. Turtle gets him, but watch the push now. Odd One trying to defend solo.
20 seconds on 3 members right now. Team Solo mid, Master MVP inhibitor coming up, and XDG's gonna have to retreat on the base with the elongated chase. More than what was already down. XDG only retook the inhibitor.
They still are missing an Elise, so it could be an inhibitor for an inhibitor.
Wow.
Unless we get another catch right here.
The gold is completely even. TSM tries to take down the inhibitor, 16-15 in this one. Nobody's going to fall on this, neither the inhibitor as one. That's definitely going to help a little bit, the sweep.
They're trying to make sure they can get up there with a group. Still no scrying, or Benny though, walking into a bad place. What a bait!
Benny, they wanted the top lane, but they're going to have to chase for this. Sheep was ready to get him out of that, but he forced the flash. Very good plays.
As XDG, TSM is slowly.
Nice.
The ball is scouting. Catch on X-Smith. Here comes the fight.
That's the repel. Sheep's by himself. He's the one to throw safety to the team. Zuna's getting some nice shots on the outside.
Ooh.
The teleport coming in. It could be what they need. Very strong play here. Dyrus getting pushed out. Odd one gets taken down. They get the Q on him from Benny. 20 seconds on the Dragon, but it's nobody's eyes. They're looking for something big here.
The
They're
minion
gonna go Baron.
waves are also wrecking XGG's base right now if they're not careful. They're still forcing this. Odd one is dead, so there's no spike, but they're very low. The damage is what they're worried about.
Out to X Special. Gotta watch Xmithy taking damage on the inside. They're trying to decide what to do in the confusion. Dyrus comes back very hard after healing up on home guard. It's gonna be big damage. Bjergsen, double kill for Zuna. Looking at the triple kill. The zap misses off to the right shoulder of X Special, and it's still the back and forth chase. TSM is trying to hold XDG in this area so they can't gain more.
ManCloud also chasing down X Special, but the heal from his tether right there is keeping it up, and they're still going for the Baron. Their base is getting destroyed right now by minions, but they do win the fight, and they're just going for the advantage.
Taking the Baron does not allow them to get into the base. Baron will be theirs. They had quite a bit of time to work with, but playing it safe, but stay on the back line and poke it out. Where is the entrance here for XDG?
It's all about getting a stun or a good bit of damage done on the one person. Dyrus gets hooked. Whoa! There it is.
Absolutely taken out. 74 to 5 seconds on the clock. Odd one goes in from the right side. Can Turtle start dishing out the damage? They are only going back and forth to micro in the scale.
They want it.
XDG did a great self to put them spot here. XDG going in for the fight, and Bjergsen's gonna get hit up very hard. Doesn't even get a chance to breathe. Odd one's the next to go down. The Guardian Angels are already hit up. And XDG looking for the second Nexus turret, looking to take this game off a team solo mid. And it's gonna be a good rough roll for them as they go through 22 to 18. 57 minutes on the clock. And they take down the Nexus, taking out team solo mid.
Wow, right there for XDG. What a ridiculous.
Finding what they need. Very big credit going to the entire team to play the composition the way they needed to. Sheep with save after